Okay, so here we are, EGX Res. We're looking at Rime. So, if you could let us know a bit about what is Rime, why people should be excited for it.
Well, it's a 3D puzzle adventure with a really kind of a very appealing art style, I find. It's a great game with really intriguing puzzles. It's all about using your wits to overcome obstacles, if those are just like environment puzzles or actually having another living being as an adversary.
Yeah.
There are conflicts in the game, but it's all solved with your brains, not with fighting or violence.
Okay. There's been a lot of comparisons kind of graphically to kind of Wind Waker, maybe kind of a play style of something like a Last Guardian. I mean, is that fair, or is that a bit... What do you guys reckon?
So,
He's off.
okay. So your question was regarding comparison with the latest Zelda game?
Yeah. I mean, is that... Has it put pressure on the team, or...?
No, there's no real pressure. Both games are brilliant, I would say. Of course, it's brilliant. But they follow a different kind of focus. Zelda game is more an open world RPG game, right? Where our Rime is a very streamlined focus game, focusing on the exploration of this wonderful island, solving all the puzzles, and of course finding out the narrative on top, the story plot.
So is it kind of more focused? Are you exploring maybe like smaller areas?
Yeah, definitely. The areas are smaller. No reason to lie here. It feels like a sandbox because what you see here is a huge island you can explore, and this is only one of in total 4 stages. So let's say you have 4 smaller sandboxes to explore, all of them following its own art style. So what you see here is the very first one. The second one gives you already a completely different mood, a different color set, a different atmosphere. And each stage follow also a kind of meta topic, driven by the storyline. For the storyline, I'm sorry, I don't want to spoiler.
Of course.
So there's a simple and a more complicated part. The simple part is you are a boy and you arrive on this island after a shipwrecking storm, or after a storm and becoming shipwrecked. And as a player, you think, okay, I have to go off of this island. I have now to find a way out of this island. And by doing it, more and more elements of the story becomes unveiled. And this is now the crucial part where I cannot spoil it too much. All I can say is there are much more to find out than you initially think.
Yeah. Okay. I've noticed just while we're watching the game here, there's a little fox that shows up every now and then.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him and what's his role? Or her role?
The easiest part is you can say the fox is something like a sidekick, but it's not the total truth. So basically, to the beginning, you bring the fox alive, and he points you. He's a little helper, a little supporter, who points you on the direction where to go next.
It's like usually if the fox goes somewhere, then it's a good idea to follow the fox.
Okay. Can you interact much with the fox, or does it kind of do its own thing? You know.
No interaction. It's more he's doing its own thing, but helps you as a player to stay focused. So if you get lost somehow or you don't know where to go next, just keep your eyes open. Where's the fox located? Okay, this gives you an indication where to go next.
Okay, excellent. Do we know? I don't know if you guys are talking about kind of the length of the game yet, or. How long do we think?
It really depends on what kind of a player you are. So there's definitely a lot to explore. If you're like kind of a completionist, you'll have your hands full with the game. I would say a rough estimate, an average, is probably a good 8 to 10 hours.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I said, if you are a completionist, you want to find all the hidden things and complete the game, you can spend much more time on it.
Okay, excellent. And obviously the game is coming out for Nintendo Switch as well.
Yeah.
I guess what's the reason to bring it to the new Nintendo platform, and kind of what advantages does that give Rime?
I mean, there's of course always a business reason. Having most platform available means always more sales. Yeah, so that's the easiest path. To the same time, we think also that game is something the typical Nintendo audience will like. Because of, you mentioned already that it looks a little bit like the latest Zelda game.
Yeah.
And it's you can say it's a game for all ages, a family game, while the story is still a little bit mature. Everybody could play it. And so it attracts a large audience, and you find this audience definitely on the Nintendo platform.
Okay, excellent. I've noticed as well, it is a little bit more expensive on the Switch. Is there a particular reason for that? Is it business? Is it Nintendo? Or
You know, this is a critical part. In the end, we are a corporation, and of course we have to adapt our business to the circumstances, to the requirements.
Yeah.
So for each platform, we have our own calculation made, and that's all I can say.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And just to finish off, when is Rime out on what platforms?
Yeah, on May 26th, it's available for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch version needs a few months, so probably late summer.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.